Today I'm going to show you how we make a quick and easy meatball and potato bake. You can use frozen meatballs for this. I'm going to be making mine homemade. First I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of bacon fat because that is yummy. We are going to saute 1 cup of onion. That's why. We're going to saute these for about 5 minutes until they become translucent. If you want to cook them a little bit more than that and get them a little caramely, you can do that as well. All right, that looks good to me. I'm going to take this off the heat and let it cool down. And while we're doing that, I'm going to get some potatoes out here. I have here 4 potatoes. I'm going to do a quick peel on them, and then we'll come back and we'll slice them up into thin little slices. Okay, I have my potatoes peeled, and we are going to start slicing them into 1/4-inch slices. The goal is to make them as uniform as possible, so if you have a device at home that does that, or a mandolin that you can adjust, go ahead and use that. I don't happen to have one of those, so we do it the old-fashioned way, which is also a-okay. The other reason too that we want them to make sure that they're uniform and about this thickness is that we're going to put our meatballs in between, and we want to make sure that they cook at the same time and are done at the same time. Okay, I'm going to spray a pie pan with some cooking spray. If you'd like to just butter it, you can do that also. I'm going to start layering these down on the bottom. Now we're going to start lining the sides. All right, now that we have this up, we are going to get our meatballs ready. And again, if you have frozen meatballs you'd like to use, by all means, that's fine. I just happen to want to do mine homemade, so we're going to do that. I have here 2 pounds of ground hamburger. You can mix it with pork, you can use it with veal, you can use them turkey, whatever you'd like. I'm going to be adding those onions to it. A heaping spoonful of dried parsley here on top of some Italian breadcrumbs. I think this is 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to add that to the mix. I have 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, a teaspoon of beef bouillon. We have 2 eggs. These eggs are going to bind the meat together, so let's get to mixing it. Kids always like to help with this part too because they can play with their food and smash it and stuff, so if you trust your kids, this would be a good thing to have them do. Now make sure it gets all mixed in there, but you don't want to over mix it. That leads to generally tough meat. So you don't want to overdo it. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. I am back with our potato dish. So here's the part we're going to get a little bit creative. We're going to take some of our meat, roll it into a meatball, right? A little round meatball, about like yay size, right? Okay, and we're just gonna put one on the side, stick it up against one of our potatoes. Now, while you get going, if you have to prop them up a little bit, you might have to go back and forth, but just know that is the process. Got another one in here? Yeah, see, he fell over. And again, you're going to want to try and get your meatballs about the same size so that they cook at the same rate. All right, now that we have everything laid out, we're gonna make a bechamel sauce and layer it over the top, and we're gonna bake it. So let's do that. Really easy, really simple. I promise you can do this. Here's how we do it. I'm just gonna use our same pan that we sauteed our onions in. That is a-okay. It's got that awesome bacon grease leftovers and some onion. Nothing wrong with that. So we're gonna start out with 5 tablespoons of butter. Okay, we are gonna add 4 tablespoons of flour, and you're going to want to make sure that this gets whisked in pretty quick so it doesn't start clumping. Okay, there we go. Get it going to a little bit of a paste there. Okay, so it doesn't burn. And then we're gonna add 4 cups of milk. Keep in mind I'm not left-handed, so this probably looks really weird. Okay, that milk was still just a little bit cold, so it's gonna take a minute for it to get a little bit normal looking. But I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. We're going to let this get happy. Now, if you want to add a little bit of nutmeg to this, you're welcome to do it. I'm just not going to do that on this one today. If your meatballs went further than you thought they would, go ahead and make up the rest of them. You can freeze them, you can cook them, and then freeze them. You can use them for other things. You can, add some more to it, whatever you'd like. I like to have extras because we make sandwiches and stuff. So just keep that in mind. It may make more for your size of dish than mine did. As your sauce starts to thicken, you're going to want to whisk the bottom or keep rubbing the bottom just because it's going to start sticking and we don't want that. You don't want any burnt pieces at the bottom. All right, we're starting to get thicker here. Let me just test this really quick. Yep, that looks about right. Okay, I'm going to take this off the heat. Now we are going to carefully spoon, ladle, or pour our bechamel sauce over our dish. I happen to have a handle, so I'm going to pour mine. Let's see where we're at. All right, that's about as much as we're gonna do on that one because it's starting to overflow. Okay, to this, we are gonna add some cheese on the top. You can add mozzarella if you'd like. I have cheddar jack and that works for me. So we're gonna do a little bit of that on the top. Okay, I'm gonna stick this over a pan, as you can imagine, in case it bubbles over. We want it hitting this and not our oven. And if you have a deeper dish and you're not worried about that, then by all means, skip that step. All right, we're going into a 350-degree oven. I'm gonna run mine for about 30 minutes. Yours might take a little bit longer because my oven runs hot. So keep that in mind, make sure your meatballs are done because they are raw. and we will check back with you here in about 30 minutes. Okay, it has been 30 minutes. I believe it is done. We're going to get it out of the oven and see what we got. And I did end up covering it over with some foil because I wanted to make sure that potatoes didn't stay crunchy. I wanted to make sure that they got a little soft. So, forgot to tell you that part. Ooh, it looks so good! I can't wait. Now, if you want to add more cheese to it at this point, by all means go for it. I can't wait any longer, so we're just going to let it cool for a few minutes and then I'm going to dish it up. It smells amazing. We will let this cool down for about 15 minutes. Now it's time to dig in. Looks so good. I did add some, a little bit of cracked pepper on the top and some parsley. All right, here we go. I'm stuck on a potato, there we go. Ooh, baby, it looks so good. Okay, let's try that guy. Potato down. Heck yeah. Let's get some of that awesome meatball. Perfectly cooked through. Guys, holy smokes. Okay, well, I'm gonna go eat because I'm not gonna be able to stop eating. Thanks for joining me. If you make any adjustments, let me know about it down below. And I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna start eating.